Up, you crazy bastards? King Cobra back at it with another video, live from the Cobra's nest. And we're not exactly so live, but I digress. I want to give a shout out to Justin from Illinois, and a shout out to my boys from Wisconsin. That's most definitely what's up. And while I have you here, let's make a peanut butter cobra, shall we? Which consists of Screwball peanut butter whiskey and A&W root beer, to the Misfits, Black Sheep, and Screwballs. This is really good fucking whiskey, man, if you like peanut butter. It tastes really fucking good with the A&W root beer. It almost tastes like chocolate and peanut butter. I don't know how else to explain it. It's just a really fucking tasty drink combo. In this video, we're going to discuss some pro tips regarding some very sensitive topics. Fuck sickos and fuck rape. Now, to start off, if you as a person are legitimately in that situation, if you become a survivor of rape, then you need to report it ASAP. Do not wait 20 years to report it, because that kind of takes away credibility and all that. I don't care who it is. You can't be afraid to go forward with that and say what you gotta say, you know. Second thing I'm gonna say is, if you're at a party, partying with chicks, women especially have to be very careful, because dudes will get women as high, wasted, whatever, because it makes them more vulnerable to say yes. And if a woman consents to you fucking her before she passes out, I wouldn't do it. Just because if she wakes up halfway through her pass outs and forgets that she said yes, that's a rape charge waiting to happen. So there's that. That's a fucking delicious combo of sugary alcoholic goodness. So you gotta be careful with that crap. So my advice is, if she passes out after saying yes, don't go forward with it. You know what I'm saying? Because if she forgets that she said yes, your ass is grass. And yeah, that's not something you want on your fucking record and shit, you know. But women have to be careful when they're at a party, because men will hand you drinks and shit. And if you're the kind of coward that puts date rape drugs in a woman's drink because you can't have a conversation with her and smooth your way into it, you're a fucking coward and a pussy. And if you want to increase your chances of getting laid with the ladies, you gotta check out Tactical Soap. Coupon code KingCobra. It's in the description box below. It's this pheromone-infused soap that gets women in the mood, and it helps you smell better for the ladies. You know what I'm saying? Just because it gets her all horned up doesn't mean you're gonna get laid. So the rest of it's gonna be on your smooth talking and your personality. I don't have to get laid to know that Tactical Soap works. Whenever I wear my Tactical Soap products around adult women, they're like, that dude smells good. And that in itself is a bloody confidence booster, it is. So if you want to spice up your marriage or increase your chances of getting some pussy, you know what I'm saying? Valentine's Day is right around the corner, and, you know, maybe you got a girlfriend and you want to smell good for her on Valentine's Day kind of thing. Yeah. So I'd recommend that soap, to be honest. Now back to what I was saying on my little rant. And that's the thing of it, man. If you're gonna pick up on chicks while getting drunk, you're better off going to the bar instead of some random house party, because if she's at the bar drinking, you definitely know she's old enough. Which brings me to my next point. You have to be careful, fellas, because they're putting hormones in our food, which are causing girls who are really young to look a lot older than they really are. So you got to be careful with that. Some of these chicks who look like they might be in college, well, they're not. So be careful. If you're going to pick up on chicks while drinking, the best place to do it is at the bar, because you know what you're getting into. Fuck online dating. Excuse me. And the best way to pick up on chicks, man, besides wearing tactical soap, is to have a bloody sense of humor. If you can make a chick laugh and make her feel safe, you know, that's going to get you cool points with the ladies. And that's the thing of it. If you're trying too hard to get laid, it's very apparent. Men should not sacrifice their self-respect to get a piece of ass. It's just, we call that simping, and we're going to say this: stop it. Suckers idolizing mediocre pussy, yeah. Women can be simps too. We call those sluts idolizing mediocre penis. If I saw a guy try to put date rape drugs into a chick's drink, I'd beat the shit out of him. I'm very protective of women because it's just a natural knee-jerk male instinct. It's programmed. It's the way I was taught. It's the way I am. Popeye the Sailor Man. I is what I is, and I am what I am. Like, women and men are exactly the same. They just think a little bit differently. That's how it is. Essentially, women want the same thing as men. It's just they're taught differently, you know. It's the way women and men are raised in our society. In YouTube, you cannot let the bullshit get to you. If you're not getting laid, oh well. It's not the end of the fucking world, you know. Next thing I'm going to say, if you have crazy chicks in your life, you got to stay on your toes, man. You cannot let them emotionally manipulate you. This is not saying anyone in particular. This is just some solid advice. You might find certain aspects of that woman attractive, but you cannot let that dick thinking blindside you. Because women are very crafty in using their pussy and their emotions to manipulate men. They're good at it, and when you call them out on their bullshit, they get defensive and start crying and going, "Why are you being so mean? Why are you being mean to me? Stop yelling at me." You got to keep your wits about you, YouTube. And don't be afraid to call out people's bullshit, dude. That's what I'm saying. They may not like to hear it, but you also got to be able to call out your own bullshit, too. Which brings me to my next point. If you can keep peace with these individuals, that's better off than making it more drama in your life, kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? But having an argument with a woman is kind of pointless. You know what I'm saying, YouTube? It's like you have a choice between getting bit by a venomous cobra, or having an argument with a woman. And I would say that getting bit by the cobra is more productive. A little gender humor for you. Third thing I'm going to say is that you cannot rush love. You know what I'm saying? You cannot rush love. You got to take time to know the person, regardless of how they may feel or how you may feel. You cannot rush into a good thing. You got to take time, because love is like making a fine batch of mead. It doesn't just happen overnight, you know. You got to have the right ingredients and let it age properly. And fellas, you got to stop thinking with your dick, because that tends to get you into trouble. Women do this crap too. It's called cunt thinking. And women who think with their clits, you know, it's the same thing as dick thinking, but it's like for females. If you're the kind of person that's had nothing but shitty dating partners, eventually you got to stop blaming them and start going, maybe in this equation it's also your fault. And maybe you're attracted to assholes and you need to get some help for that. And guys do this crap too. You know, they do. If you encounter the psycho crazy chicks all the time, then congratulations, you're probably attracted to crazy women. Now, crazy women tend to give some crazy good sex, but sometimes it's just not worth it, YouTube. Sure, the sex might feel good, but is it worth your mental sanity? The answer is no, it's not. If you can find yourself a woman that's easy enough on the eyes and easy to talk to and easy to please, there you go. And when you're trying to find love and companionship, it's 50% looks and 50% personality. If you have a healthy balance where you find them attractive, both physically and mentally, and when you do have a conversation, it just clicks. And when you find that person, you'll know, because you'll be crazy about them and they'll be crazy about you, kind of thing, and it'll just be nice. But you're not going to find that overnight, you know. Sometimes it takes going through a couple of sluts and assholes before you find the right one, and it's unfair, but I feel like you wouldn't appreciate your so-called soulmates if you didn't have to go through the loops, so to speak. But I'm telling you right now, if you quit trying to get laid, you play it cool and casual with the ladies, and quit giving a shit if you get laid, and you respect women, and you rock some tactical soap, and you wait patiently, see what happens. See what happens. Women are so used to men chasing after them and giving them whatever they want because men want their dick sucked and the men want pussy. And because of that, it's made women super entitled. When you're seeing busted ass chicks who are going, I'm not gonna date someone unless they make this much money, blah, blah, blah. You have to fucking laugh, because when you're seeing busted ass chicks who only want dudes who make $500K to $1 million, I'm like, honey, you can get in line with the rest of these chicks that want dudes like that, because he certainly isn't gonna pick your ass unless he's into it. What? But then if men try to have standards, we're shallow pigs, right? Fuck you. The first couple of times you might date an asshole, it could be their fault. But after like several guys, and every one of them just happens to be a piece of shit asshole, eventually you gotta think, maybe it's you. Maybe your crazy bullshit scared them off. Or keeps guys at a distance. And that's the thing of it. People are very manipulative, YouTube. They can hide their asshole, psycho, crazy sides. And then when it starts to come out, you're already trapped in this relationship. So, don't be in a rush to get married or have a relationship. Take time to know the person. You know, especially if people involved have been in hurtful situations regarding love. To quote the song, I'm half the man I used to be, you know, kind of thing. Take time with a wounded hand. And in my experience, I've been rejected by every chick I've liked since the 4th grade, just to grow up and become a famous YouTuber that a lot of chicks want to bang. So it's funny how that works out. Which is exactly my next point. If you're young and dumb and full of cum and you're trying to get some and it's not happening, I'm like, dude, you got your whole life ahead of you. Stop giving a shit if you're getting laid. You're giving these women too much control. Stop that. Alpha up, motherfucker, because real alpha men don't give a shit if they get laid. All these beta soy boy fucking cuck simps, fucking male cunts. These are the men who put way too much pressure on themselves. And to be fair, men are put underneath all this pressure. Men are the ones who are expected to get laid in our society, and women are the ones expected to give it out. But as soon as women give it out, they're slut shamed. And as soon as men try to get it, they're simp shamed. And I'm like, there's a big difference between courtship and sacrificing your own self-respect because you want to get laid. If you're constantly doing things for this chick, she's going to use you because she has that ability to. But if the occasional nice thing happens, it shows you're a nice guy and that you care, but you're not going to just, you know what I'm saying? It's all about that fine balance. You know what I'm saying? And stop letting society spread toxic lies about the dating scene, goddammit. This stereotype that all men want is sex. And I'm like, bullshit. As a man, it'd be nice to have cuddles and be able to take my gal out to the bar for a couple of beers every once in a while. So there's that. Or this idea that all women want is assholes. I'm like, bullshit. And that's the problem with our fucking society. If you try to be nice to women, you're called a simp. So then you treat them like shit because you're told that's what women want. And then women complain about that. And they're like, well, all men are assholes. And where have all the good men gone? Huh? Where have all the good men gone? Where's the streetwise Hercules? She needs a hero. She's holding on through the night. Yes, I'm going to quote that Bonnie Taylor song because that drum beat is fucking sick. And it's like, I'll tell you where all the good men have gone, ladies. You friend zoned them or scared them off. And it's all your damn fault. I've had women who've rejected me go, shit, I wish I would have given Josh a chance. My looks are fading, but I still got it to a point, you know. But literally, if you're a woman that complains about all the asshole men she dates, and then you friend zone every nice guy that comes into your life, and then you still continue to complain because you can't find a nice guy, it's your own damn fault. And men do this crap too. Men fucking choose to date sluts, whores, cunts, and mingy little bitches. Fucking thought-slagging cunts. And then they bitch because they can't stand women. And I'm like, well, and this goes for all genders. Learn how to pick better dating partners and don't be in a rush to get laid or married and see what happens. And that's the problem with our fucking society anymore, YouTube. There's way too much pressure on women and men to have sex and get married. You know, so you rush out and get it because you don't want to feel like a loser. Wow. You gotta change that mentality. Just because you don't have somebody doesn't make you a loser. It just means you're single and who cares? It's not the end of the world. There are people out there who are starving and dying in third world countries, and you're throwing a fit because you can't get laid. And that's the thing of it. Women are slut shamed for giving it out, and men are incel shamed if they're not getting it. And it's bullshit. And fuck incel culture. I thank you. Men who hate women, aka incel culture, you're just as bad as these fucking fourth wave feminazi fucking man hating cunts. And it just makes both sides really fucking toxic, to be honest. And it's like, why can't we all just get along, man? As long as you're not a fucking sicko or an inhuman piece of shit, who gives a fuck? That's what I'm saying, YouTube. Power to the people. Black flame to light my green smoke. This next piece of advice I'm going to give you is pretty straightforward, but if you're getting rejected by the opposite sex, focus on the people who find you attractive and that you have a lot in common with. And if they find you attractive, you'll have an easier time scoring a date that way. But Valentine's Day is right around the corner, and fellas, order some tactical soap. And then when Valentine's Day comes up, shower with it, you know. Store it in a cool, dry place when you're done showering. Dress a little sharp and then go out to the bar. You know, and just casually do your thing, you know. The bar is the best place to be on Valentine's Day when you're single because sure you might see a couple of couples hanging out. But for the most part, you'll encounter women who are also single and going, bah, fuck this holiday. Yeah. You want my honest opinion? I think love and Valentine's Day are fucking overrated, but that's just my opinion. If I manage to find companionship, cool. If not, it's no skin off my shoes. And here's the thing of it, ladies. You gotta say this. Just because society pressures women to give it out doesn't mean you have to give it out. Just because society pressures men to get it doesn't mean you're a loser if you can't get it. You know what I'm saying, YouTube? And if you want proof that men are put underneath too much pressure to get laid, Elliot Rogers. Excuse me. Oh. Bullshit allergies. And you know what kills me about that? There's this blonde chick on YouTube who's absolutely crazy about Elliot Rogers, that piece of shit mass shooter. And if Elliot Rogers would have said fuck the mass shooting and avoided doing it and waited a couple months, he would have found that chick that's crazy about him on YouTube. And they would have been a match made in heaven. You know what I'm saying? Fuck incels. And if shit doesn't work out, you know what I'm saying? It's not the end of the world, YouTube. You can't let one fuck up after another dictate your relationship status. And I get it to a point when you've been rejected so many times. Eventually you just give up because you're sick and tired of it. But what does that do? Because now you're more miserable because you can't find anyone. So what does that do? Not a goddamn thing. So if you're having a hard time finding love, maybe take time to work on yourself and like build yourself up, you know. The confidence you have, you ever notice that when you're in a happy, healthy, positive relationship with a significant other, your confidence goes through the roof? And other women that you're not with pick up on that and they gravitate towards you? That's because chicks dig confidence, man. More than a huge cock or big biceps. If you got confidence and a wicked sense of humor, you know, if you can make a chick laugh, dude, game on. So here would be, if I was trying to pick up chicks at a bar, here would be my strategy. One, I'd go to the bar and I would dress the way I normally dress. You get what you see, you don't like it, not my problem. Don't bother with it. I tell her a joke and buy her a drink. And if she wants to have a conversation with me, that's up to her. Straightforward. And chicks can be equally as perverted as men, but society has told women that if you're as perverted as men, it's not very ladylike. Kiss my ass with that sexism. And if you got a really bad sense of humor, just go on the internet and look up funny jokes. And my sense of humor is pretty broad. I can appreciate a dark joke. I can appreciate perverted jokes, just jokes in general. Or dirty jokes, you know, like, what kind of bread likes to have sex? Pumpernickel. Pump her full of cum and give her a nickel. It's raunchy, but there you go. Now, if you can do cartoon voices, trust me, if she's drunk at a bar, she's going to be a bit more relaxed. How's your night going? Tremendous. I mean, you know, Chris's crab spoiled again. Hey, yo, boo-boo. How's about our picnic baskets? I'll say, foghorn leghorn. Where's the kaboom? Whoa! Yeah! I'm Dr. Roxo, the rock and roll clown. I do cocaine. Oh man, this is going to be hilarious. I'd rather die than watch your fucking video. How about that? It's called the grocery store, you douchebags. Yeah, man, like, what the fuck is this shit? Planet Pish. I'm just saying, if the Rockstar thing doesn't work out, I got a promising Korean voice acting. Poopstin McGee, how the hell are ya? Well, when I was your age, everything cost a nickel. There are some cartoon voices I cannot do, like Daffy Duck is a hard one, but I can do a pretty good Mickey Mouse. Ha! 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 Get the fuck out of here! Ha! 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 Gosh, Mickey. Shut the fuck up, Goofy! Shut up, Meg. Goo. All right. Oh, those Family Guy voices are terrible. Worst Family Guy voice ever. Smithers, who's that man over there? That's Homer Simpson, sir. Excellent. Blast. Smithers, release the hounds. Hey, Homer, how's it going? Worst comic boy guy voice ever. Frickin' sweet, Lois. The Family Guy. Also, what helps to pick up on the chicks besides wearing tactical soap is learn how to play a musical instrument, because chicks dig musicians. It shows you're creative. Yeah. My next piece of advice: don't fall for the first cunt that says she thinks you're attractive. And don't fall for the first asshole that hands you a rose and pretty compliments. Love is a shark and piranha infested tank of bullshit, and it's unfair for both genders depending on the situation. And I figured out why men get paid more money than women. It's because women's stuff costs more money, and usually she'll go to you and expect you to pay for everything. And if a dude gets screwed over in divorce court 9 times out of 10, who do you think is going to be paying support fees? Like, okay, if women want to bitch about equality, I'm like, how about women get screwed over in divorce court every once in a while just to even things out? Like, where's that sense of independence, ladies? You know why I hate modern day feminism? Because modern day feminism has taught women to play the victim and to blame men for everything. And it's like, what if men do the same thing? We're toxic incels, right? Fuck you and your hypocrisy. My goal with these gender rants is to have women and men come together, not like that, you sick bastards. Get your mind out of the gutter. For women and men to better understand each other. Instead of focusing on what separates us as women and men, focus on what makes us similar. Both women and men hate being single. Both women and men are pressured to date. Both women and men face double standards. Both women and men encounter hatred from the other side. Both women and men experience sexism. But it's only talked about sexism when men do it. It's only racist when white people do it. It's only sexist when men do it, right? Fuck you and your hypocrisy. That was a seriously fucking tasty fucking drink combo. I fuck with that. If you don't have a peanut allergy and you love peanut butter and you like root beer, look out. Peanut butter cobra time. Where you at? Where you at? So shout out to the cool cobras who make screwball peanut butter whiskey. It's delicious. Sipping Sundays, sipping fun days. Oh yeah. Am I your fire? Ugh. I despise the Backstreet Boys. I fucking hate boy bands like that, but I sing that crap on YouTube because it gets chick points. And knowing I want to get so much crap for being able to sing like that, like, oh, what a fag. Oh my god. And it's like, keep laughing, dude. Chicks from my generation are going, oh my god, it's not fair that Cobra's single. And don't be afraid to be a gentleman to a point, because when other chicks see the way you treat your woman, they're gonna be like, why can't my other half treat me like that? Oh my god, she's so lucky. Doesn't matter how fancy the restaurant is. It could be Taco Bell, or it could be, a $50 prime rib type of restaurant. Hold the door for her and pull out the chair for her. And she's got to go to the bathroom and she needs you to hold her purse while she does it. Fucking do it up, man. And I guarantee you, when other women see that, they will become insanely jealous of your girlfriend. And women get off on that crap more than a G-spot orgasm. I thank you. When you make your woman feel like queen bitch, and you make other women feel jealous of her, oh yeah. Yes. You taking these notes down, folks? And you don't do it for the sex. You do it because treat others the way you want to be treated. At the end of the day, it's the golden rule when it comes to dating or any of it. It's the golden fucking rule. Treat others the way you want to be treated. And what makes me laugh about my sad, sorry sack of shit YouTube trolls is I do not go out of my fucking way to text them. I don't. I'd rather text my fans back or go out of my way to text them and see how they're doing. That's the only reason why I don't change my cell phone number, so I can have a connection with my YouTube fans. And it makes them feel cool, like, oh my god, I get to talk to a celebrity. What this drink combo do? It literally tastes like chocolate, peanut butter, and root beer all rolled into one. Like that's the best way to describe the taste. So would I recommend A&W root beer with screwball peanut butter whiskey? Yes, I would, YouTube. It's delicious. Now, Valentine's Day is coming up, and if you're looking for ideas for your girly friend for gifts, flowers, chocolates, I love you cards, stuffed animals, pink champagne, tequila rose, you know what's up. Bath and Body Works gift card. And that's the thing of it, dude. If you can make your girlfriend a homemade, made from scratch strawberry chocolate cheesecake, and then you fix her a romantic bath. It's all hot water, it's relaxing. You drop a pink bath bomb in there, and you sprinkle some red rose petals on top of the bath water. You light some scented candles and play some soothing music. And you pour your girlfriend the fattest glass of pink champagne. And you massage her feet while she's in the bath eating the cheesecake that you slaved over. And it's like, babe, tell me again about all the women you really fucking hate. Oh my god, she will be putty in your hands. Oh. And like ladies are going, I don't know what to get my other half for V-Day. And I'm like, trust me, ladies, us men, we don't need flowers. We don't. You give us pussy and a blowjob, let us play with your titties, then hand us a beer afterwards. We're not complaining. And that's the thing of it, man. If you can't afford all the expensive gifts to please your woman on Valentine's Day, even just showing like a card, and a rose to go with it, it shows you at least care, kind of thing. If you don't take your girlfriend out to a nice restaurant on Valentine's Day, then cook her something. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just as romantic. But yeah, check out Tactical Soap in the description box. Get yourself some Bullet #1 cologne, some of their deodorant, some of their soap, and some of their body lotion. If you got a beard, get some of their beard oil. Stock up on those products for Valentine's Day, man, and see if it don't change your perspective on some shit. Even if you isn't getting laid, when you have women around you who are constantly going, okay, this dude smells fresh. And if you're single on Valentine's Day, spend it loving your idols, your family, and your closest friends, and yourself. Long live Aussie, motherfuckers! How long is this video? Long enough. Cheers, folks.